What is going on, everybody? It is Monday night. That's the night where we chat the figures that have gone up in the past week that we think are going to look phenomenal under your lights and in front of your lens. Gone up for pre order. Pretty stoked. But there's one that I saw tonight that's on the thumbnail that I'm not even sure if it went up on pre order yet. I was just excited to see it. It's Popmart Shazam that we'll talk about. I think they're the same company that did the Kingdom Come Superman. This is the Kingdom Come version of Shazam, and it looks insanely good. So definitely be talking about that thing tonight. So for the replay crew, all I want to know is what did you see in the past week that you're excited to take pictures of? What went up for pre-order that you can't wait to point your lens at? Let me know in the comments. And now we're going to get going here. LBZ's in with the yo. Hola, sir. Thanks for stopping by. Whew. I assume you saw the Kingdom Come Shazam that's out there. Let's see. I mean, I was excited about it. I'm sure others should be. You know, maybe not should be. I'm making things up as I go now. All right. The first thing we're going to talk about, though, just because I can, is this. Hang on, I'm pushing all the buttons. It's what I do. There is now, ooh, sorry. Apparently my throat needs help. There is now a flamin' hot Chester Cheetah glow in the dark version from Jada Toys. And I don't know what to say about this, except I love the original Chester Cheetah they put out. And this one basically looks like the same thing, just in flaming hot and glow in the dark flavor. So your mileage may vary. If you dig the first one, you might go for this. If you didn't get the first one, maybe you go for this anyway. Maybe you were waiting for the flaming hot version of everybody's favorite Cheetos spokesman. I don't know. Spokescat, Spokescheetah. Let's go with that. But yes, I saw this and I'm going, yes, more Jada stuff. I do loves me my Jada stuff. So there's that. The first thing I figured we would talk about on the stream this fine night. Oh boy. All right. Now I saw other things and I was on Entertainment Earth, but now I'm looking. You know what? We'll go back to Entertainment Earth. Man. And I wanted to talk about these just because I thought they looked good. It's possible. Let's see. That McFarlane is kind of turning a corner. They might already be sold out. That's the one thing about McFarlane Toys is it seems their stuff sells out in a hurry. So let me see if I can find this. It was on the page. Here we go. All right. They're Batman Forever figures. Whoa, look at that. Robin, of all characters, sold out already. Now, I know that when it comes to DC Multiverse, oftentimes their articulation at the waist and at the hip is a little funky because of the diaper. And you can see the diaper probably goes a little low on Robin here, especially when he has those green legs. That definitely could have gotten cut a little higher. But I don't think it's bad. I think the proportions are decent. You can't really tell about the O'Donnell likeness. It's got extra hands, so I'm stoked about that. And of course, that Batwing. Anybody's seen Waiting, don't think Batwings. Let's see. So yeah, I think these look good, but again, because it's McFarlane's Multiverse, I don't know if it's going to move well or if it's going to move poorly. I'm just not sure. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, the Shazam looks pretty sweet. Got that pre-order in along with that Kingdom Come soups. Yeah, I haven't gotten the chance to get the regular Chester Cheetah yet. I mean, it's still out there, LBZ. You got to get that. I mean, I think it's hilarious. Harry, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping by. I saw your note about the extreme set stuff and I started talking about it. I actually had a live stream yesterday. So I was showing showing the people a bunch of the extreme sets stuff that was on sale. Although it might have been a 1 day thing or a lot might have sold out. There wasn't much left. Looks good though. LBZ, the Batman Forever wave looks pretty sweet. I didn't want to miss out on that one. I know it's the better movie from, Schumacher movie than his second movie, but the Bat is lame. I don't even remember. I think I've kind of blocked Batman Forever and Batman and Robin out of my brain. I'm like, you know what? This has room for more practical application. Like, we're going to knock those out. And this way I'll remember how to turn on the stove. I don't know, but yeah, I cut those out of my brain. So, what was the deal with the Bat? Obviously, you can build them, but I'm just curious here. But then again, what other build a figure would it have been? I mean that's fair if I remembered what the deal with the Bat was. Now this this is probably a repaint of the Val Kilmer that came in the Batman 6-pack, I think it was, but more stuff. And those batarangs look pretty cool. And we've got extra hands, we've got accessories. If this Batman moves well, we might have a really good McFarlane figure here. I haven't seen any of the reviews on this guy, so I'm not sure how well he does, but he looks good. And that bat head, of course, is batty. Like, was there a man bat in Batman Forever and I completely forgot about it? These are the things that I just don't know. But yeah, I think he looks good. I think the Two-Face. Oh no, I'm trying to see. That's okay. It's okay. It's not great, Tommy Lee Jones. But compared to a lot of the stuff that I see coming out of a lot of companies right now, it's not bad. And honestly, their Morgan Freeman, like the Lucius Fox that comes with a tumbler, looks really good. So I'm kind of expecting them to step up their game in the portrait department now. Extra hands. He's got the coin flipping hand. Oops. My laptop's a little sensitive, apparently. Yay, wings. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I knew how well these things were going to move. That's always the gamble with McFarlane stuff right now for me. Plus, it's not really my scale, but, and I'm not sure that really, well, maybe it kind of does pull off Jim Carrey. You can't really tell with the eyes, but the cheeks look right. That's a weird thing to sit here and say. Yes, Jim Carrey's cheeks look proper. With that card art, it almost looks like the mouth could be open a little wider. But looks like the proportions are good. He's got superhero proportions almost. Legs don't even look all that long. Extra hands. He's got the Riddler cane. Yeah, I gotta say. Ooh, I love that they put him in that pose. I don't hate some of what I'm seeing from McFarlane lately. I'm hoping he can make me a believer. LBZ, that bat was in Bruce's therapy session with Dr. Chase Meridian. He recalled a memory of a bat coming after him. Okay, got it. Thank you, sir. Like I said, I had to kick those movies out, so I remembered how to turn on the stove. See, booth scene in the movie. Let's see. Booth scene? Is that where the bat was there too? Anyway, yes, that's I don't think they look that bad. Surprises me, but I'm kind of a fan. We talked a little bit about these Ghostbusters. I know most of the time I'm talking 1/10 and 1/12 scale, generally 1/12, I suppose. But I don't think these are bad for 1/18th. They look pretty good. I'm not sure about the Bill Murray head. And let's see. I mean, they're tiny. Somebody brought that up. They're like, for as small as they are, yeah. And I agree. This we can't get too picky here. I think these look good. So if you're a Ghostbusters fan, or even more so a 1/18th collector, these look good. I really like the proton packs actually. Winston's got the trap that he's holding on to. Let's see, I didn't look further into these to see if anybody was actually holding the wands or the little PKE. Ah, there we go. Ray's goggles. Yeah, I'm kind of impressed with this set. If I were into the 1/18th stuff, I might consider picking it up. But I know that's not generally what we chat about on here. So let's get out of here. And like I said, I don't pick it up either. Anything else? We've talked Joe. We don't need to talk Scar. 1/6, man. Here's something to just bring up. We've been talking a little bit about how figures are being reissued. Apparently, these reissues are already gone, but it's a pretty cool thing, I think, just because it saves money for the company on tooling and it gives collectors another shot at these. And a lot of companies are doing it now, including Hasbro. So I like that it's happening, to be perfectly honest. Hopefully, it'll help keep costs down for us and kind of help them keep profits up so they don't keep going after everybody's wallet as hard as they usually go. How can you forget Nicole Kidman in Batman Forever? I remembered that Nicole Kidman was in there when LBZ said Chase Meridian, if that helps. Nicole Kidman was never my thing, oddly enough. Natalie Portman, she was my thing, and she was never in a Batman movie. All right. So we've got those talked about. We had Shazam. I wanted to talk a little bit, and I don't know if they're up for pre-order yet. Help me out, guys, because I saw a little bit about them over the weekend, but I didn't have time to look them up. I'm looking for the PlayStation figures, like the Kratos. And they had something else on there too. It'd be great if it was a 1/12 Firehouse or Ecto-1 for the Ghostbuster themed HasLab this fall. I'd be tempted to get that. But yeah, those Black Series reissues are tempting since I didn't get the B batch. Clearly, you'll have to go somewhere other than Entertainment Earth. They seem to kind of run out of stuff pretty quick. BBTS, I would assume, still has them, but who really knows? And somebody was saying yesterday that the tease for the HasLab is a vehicle. So if the HasLab ends up being a 1/12 scale Ecto-1, even though I'm not the biggest Ghostbusters guy, that would be difficult for me to say no to. I mean, I really like the movie, but for whatever reason, I've never felt the need to pick up figures. But if I got a HasLab, Ecto-1, I'd have to get the figures now, wouldn't I? But yeah, I'm trying to remember. I saw, let's see, they were Spin Master figures. Hang on, let me see if I can just do the old Google foo. Spin Master PlayStation. Reddit. I have an idea. Let's hit images. Yay. Hollywood Reporter, TNI. I know what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to go to Toy Arc. TNI just always bogs down the computer. I think there's too many ads. Let's see here. I'm sure they would have talked about them. Obi Nobi. Oh no, maybe they haven't. Oh no, this is awful. LBZ, yeah, that Spin Master is underwhelming considering it's priced at four. Oh, I did not notice the price. $49.99? Wow. And it's 112 scale. So how big would that? I don't know my Kratos so much. How big would he be? Would he be like 6.5, 7 inches? Did you look at Roman Key Algar, the first receiver 112th action figure on 5K Toys? Great looking monster. I have not yet, but 5K Toys is one of the stops we're going to make tonight because of that Shazam. I will find Algar. The only one that impressed me was that Alloy figure, the female with the red hair. Okay, I did see her. She had a ton of stuff because of the extra faces and accessories. All right. And was she the same price as Kratos? Let's see. Spin Master Alloy. Let's try that. Do you guys love when I'm just going through trying to figure stuff out? See, it's all on TNI. Let's see. Reddit's not usually so slow. Let's see if oh, here we go. Let's see, I gotta go back and get you guys all connected to this page now. Woo, gonna back off. Okay. Those are pretty sweet poses. They look like decent figures. I can't tell much here. Oh, she can. See, that's a big selling point for a character that comes with a bow and arrow, is actually being able to use the bow and arrow. Oops. I'm telling you, sensitive keyboard. Can't tell what's going on with her elbows. And yet that last image, there we go. Okay, that's a little better. Looks like they might go a little past 90. Not much, though. Yeah, they're the same price, I believe. Dang. And he doesn't come with hardly anything. Like he came with, was it one weapon or two and two hands, I think. Yeah, I saw that. I have that pre-ordered in 3 of the Deranged Deluxe version, which isn't at 5K's toy or 5K Toys site. Deranged? Eranged? I'm going with deranged. Yeah, also the thing about the Spin Master is only single jointed. Okay. Still, I mean, it's pretty impressive that she can hold the bow like that. Well, anyway, yeah, I saw those and I wanted to talk about those some because I wasn't able to do tons of research. So let's get out of that. I would say our next stop definitely needs to be 5K Toys if I can ever get this laptop to work. And don't worry, it's not the laptop's fault. It is indeed operator error. I keep pushing on the wrong side of the keypad. Woo! It's nice to see these guys right on the front page. Okay. I'm looking here. We're looking for Algar. I guess I can always do the whole search thing. Oh. Oh, I did see this. I didn't know it was called Algar. This thing's crazy. Skew Raider, what's up, man? Hey, Dave. Hey, chat. Started a new job off. Finally. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. Are you digging it? Featured pre-order is where you want to click on as well. Got it. Thanks, LBZ. I need to clearly be on a lot more. Mr. Element. Hello, everyone. Hello to you, sir. Thank you for stopping by. All right. Let's get back in here. Where'd it go? Here we go. Featured pre-order. Where are we? Oh, featured. Here we go. Okay. This is where I go for all the things. Okay, and then I saw what I wanted here too. This guy is sweet. I did see him the other day, but I don't know what's he from. I mean, I'm assuming it's third party for something. Oh, that's just cool. Looks like they might have found that out of an aquarium section on Amazon. I mean, I'm not against it. I'd do the same thing. I just don't know anything about this thing other than it looks really cool. I love the cloth goods. I like the flame sword there. I like the orange against kind of the blue of the figure. You think I'd been talking all day the way my throat is. That's not what's been going on. Yeah, this is good stuff. Whew. That's pretty awesome, Skew. Related to 5K toys, I'm kicking myself for missing the demonical Fit Father and Son pre-order. I don't know. I'll have to see if I can find those. You'll have to fill me in. This is terrible. I'm the toy guy that doesn't know my toys. Oh yeah, that guy looks cool. Yeah, Skew Raider, that's just sweet, man. But the question remains, what kind of gig? Are you digging it? That's the important stuff. I heard it was from Elder Scrolls, but I could be wrong, and it's an original IP. Okay. So it could be one or the other. Let's see. But if it's from Elder Scrolls, I don't know. I don't know my Elder Scrolls. Oddly enough, I'm sure you're all surprised. But yeah, that thing, it is sweet. Skew, digging it so far. Awesome, man. That's what's key. Let's see. Digging it enough. Digging it enough where you're making money. That's the important part, I would say. All right. Now we're gonna head to the reason I was gonna come to 5K Toys, and then we'll look around at other stuff. Oh man, that's still sitting there too. Check this out, everybody. I don't know who all read Kingdom Come. I'm assuming quite a few of us did, but I don't know for sure. I did, and as soon as I saw this, visions of Alex Ross art started dancing in my head. I think this looks incredible. And the cloth goods look like they fit so well. And it's also because of the way the armbands are done and the sashes and the cape and all that stuff, it doesn't have that leotard look. It actually looks like a superhero outfit. And part of that might be the fact that it's so that they've sculpted. I mean, maybe they just were able to make it a tighter fit than other companies are able to make their cloth goods. Yeah, that just looks really good. See, I don't even know my younger scrolls. No! All I know is Ninja Scrolls. You got me beat on all that. Yep, that Shazam looks cool and officially licensed. I loved Kingdom Come. Yeah, Kingdom Come, I like the Marvels. Like, I remember those two came out around the same time, but there was something extra about Kingdom Come. Maybe it was because it actually starred the superheroes instead of the guy that became the Spectre. Or not the guy. Oh, Lord. The reporter. The reporter. The guy in Kingdom Come is the guy that became the Spectre. I am totally messed up this fine evening. Dave is going to get his first Mezco-like figure. You know what? I do feel like I need a Gomez, at least for Mezco. And I do think this Kingdom Come Shazam and the Kingdom Come Superman look incredible. Let's see. I don't know either. Elder Scrolls, Ninja Scrolls, Younger Scrolls. But yeah, this looks sweet. And since we were here, quick reminder of how good this guy looks. Look at that. Like, the way they do their cloth goods is just insanely good. I'm not even sure those legs almost look like they're not cloth. It's either that cloth is so tight there. Oh, hey, look at that pic, guys. That's pretty cool. Let's get out of there. Yeah, it looks like the legs are actually plastic. It doesn't look like that's cloth good. You can see the hip joint up there. That's crazy. Wow. Looks good though, man. Kingdom Come was a great book. My thing is, I don't usually get stuff that's Elseworlds or multiverse type stuff, but I did love Kingdom Come. So these are tough for me to look at and be like, I'm good. I like the Superman, but feel his briefs are a tad bit too small. You might be right. They do look kind of cut. They're almost, instead of it looking kind of like a straight line, they almost look like they were just, yeah, definitely cut a little higher than what you would think of for soups. $70 isn't a bad price at all. Yeah, that FOMO is a kryptonite sometimes. Yeah, these are tough for me because I really do enjoy them. I mean, I think they look great. I love that book. Like, I've never seen a better Kingdom Come Superman, and I think this is the first Kingdom Come Shazam that anybody's done. I might be wrong, but I don't think so. See if they've got anything else worth checking out. Since we're here, it's that guy. Bunch of mask stuff. Yeah, I think we're pretty good on all that. Get rid of the Spin Master stuff. Harry, male stripper Superman. Well, should have a dollar bill stuck in the shorts. anything can be made. There's probably customizers right now that saw that picture and thought, we can do something with that. Although that Superman looks a little old to be stripping. I don't know. Back in my younger day, like I stopped stripping when I was 22. That was just that never happened. That never happened. There was never stripping here. That would be well, that would totally offset the whole PG vibe we go with. The dollar bill coming out of the shorts. This would be funny stuff. So those were the main things that I saw that I thought were worth discussing. I know Marvel Legends has had some things that they talked about, like Scar. I saw that, I think, what was the Man Thing was announced today. Did that actually go up for pre order, or is that going up for pre order? And what day? I'm trying to remember. I know it's this week, but which day is Cobra Commander going up for pre order? The retro Cobra Commander. Because I know I'm going to need that. The video that's going up tonight, it's a really short video, but it was revisiting the HISS tank. And man, it's a 6 or 7 minute video. It's the shortest video I've done, but it was so much fun. What I did was I took 3 pictures of it, showed out of the camera, and then just had a ton of fun editing them. Oh, guys, if you have the HISS tank and you haven't messed with it in a while, go to your wherever you have it stored and grab it and just play. That thing is awesome. I keep hitting the wrong button. Man Things tomorrow. Thank you, Mr. Element. I appreciate it. Let's see. Dave, did you order any Valiver Series 5? Not yet. I'll tell you the ones that I think look best. The Sidewinder. I like the Sidewinder a lot. Like, all their head sculpts are phenomenal. The Sidewinder I really like because of all the extra stuff he comes with, and he's the same price as everything else. But I think my favorites are Colonel Siege, the Recon Corps, especially when I saw you can already pre-order the gear pack, and obviously the Praetorian. Like, I'm gonna need to start getting that stuff going. I've been thinking about it, and I'm like, okay, I'm making some money helping other people out and everything, but I should make more money. So I'm gonna get a hold of a headhunter and say, hey, headhunter, I need more money so I can buy things like Praetorians. he'll just look at me and be like, you need help. You know that, right? Yeah, but that way I don't have to look so hard. I can just make somebody else do it. But yeah, man, the Praetorians have me stoked. And the Recon Corps and Colonel Siege. They all look good. I love what Valiverse is doing. The only thing Valiverse doesn't have on G.I. Joe, because as a line, I think they're more photogenic, is 42 years of history with the characters. Like, these are new characters, and we need to build up who they are and all that stuff before people really get invested in them. Because right now, they're just kind of, people can do whatever they want with them because they don't know them so well. Was Cobra Commander the 13th? I don't remember. I'm trying to figure out. Man. My bad. Cobra Commander's tomorrow. Man Thing's the 13th. Okay, cool. Yeah, Cobra Commander is a necessity. Let's see. Like the new background. That was unintentional. It's apparently just on this computer. Appreciate it, Jahir. I need to do something else, though. The background needs help. Whoops. You're good, Eric. Don't worry about it. Yo, those Valivers look good. Haven't ordered one in a long time. I love the Valivers figures I have. My only problem with them is every one of them needs their hands heated up before I can replace them. So that's one thing that throws me off. But that's about it. The figures themselves, all their head sculpts, like Eclipse, either version of Eclipse is awesome, I think. I liked all the new characters they got in this recent wave. I did too. I did too. If I had to pick favorites, though, I had to go with those three. Also, hello. Hey, Jay here. Glad you're here, man. All right. Yeah, you know what? I guess technically the Valaverse stuff I mean, we talked about it, but it did go up for pre-order last week, so we should probably talk about that a bit just in case people that are watching haven't seen them yet. So they know exactly what it is we're talking about. So here's Atlas. Atlas, from what I understand, is the new, like he's the new body that they have. And the one thing that I zoomed up on, all the head sculpts. Like, look how good that looks. That just looks great. And I think the reason, like, Atlas for me is the one that I'm not as excited about as the others. And I don't know what it is. I think it might be the colors, maybe. Like, it's too even across the board. Like, there's no color pop, really, because green and blue are kind of close in values, like in color value. Even that, like the saturation, this green up here on his shoulder, that's close in color value to the blue going on there, and definitely close to this. So maybe that's what it is, because I don't think he looks like a bad figure at all. I just think that colors are the reason that I'm not as excited about him as I am the other figures. Yours look great. I have the first two waves and a lot of the troop builders. Nice. Ah, I'm jumping. Still available? I think so. Let me see here. I hope so. It does say add to cart, at least for Atlas. By the way, here's all of Atlas's stuff. He's got that's why these things are so photogenic, I think, is you know me. It's all the extra hands. Like, that's insane. Although, look at that. Atlas has a knife, but he doesn't have a sidearm. That's different. I mean, I'm not upset at all about it. I just noticed it. And we've looked at these pictures several times, or I have. We'll go back and see what we've got. Let's see, add to cart, add to cart. They all still say add to cart, so I think you guys are good if you want some. Ah, got to push the button. They look good. Yeah, they do. Every one of them. They all look great, but the Praetorians are my jam. Yeah. The Praetorians, I don't know who all was here when we were looking at them before. They've got, like, hold on, let me go back to one here. So if you look at the faces of these guys, they've got like a Terminator Predator vibe. You do not want these things messing with you. And I have this feeling that, I mean, like I say, I don't know what goes on with the story with these guys, but there's just something about them that feels very Terminator Predator like, as in they don't care what side you're on. They're just going to murk you. They're just taking you down no matter what. And I like that. I just like that quality. I love the build of this thing. The colors, all of it. This is just really cool. There I go, hitting the wrong keys again. Great, googly moogly. He is the new, bigger body. Yeah, that's Atlas, right? Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with the sculpt itself. I think he looks great. I think there's a pop of color, something that he's missing that just has me. So I'm not like, yes, I need this guy. Yep. That's the classic hashtag, die wallet die. Valiverse Wave 5 is fire. Loving them and the Joes revealed recently. Yeah, all of it, man. All of it. Like the Joes, the Storm Shadow. That's right. I guess technically last week was also classified time. But obviously, I'm waiting for that Storm Shadow because all the extra hands, and he's good guy Storm Shadow. Even the stand looks great on the Praetorians. Yeah, I'll hit back to that real quick. Yeah. Is that so? The Praetorian, man, I love that laser sword. Now that we figured out that's what that was, since my brain wasn't working. The guns look so good. The extra hands, the fire effects, the shields. He's a Crimson Shadows guy, right? Isn't that what he was going to be introduced as? Look at that body, man. Like, look at the robot. That is totally a Terminator Predator. That thing is going to show up and just decide to wipe out your entire collection. I would have chosen a red shirt for Atlas. I think that would have done it, honestly. Maybe like a red shirt. And yeah, I think you're right. Maybe like a red shirt and maybe olive pants or something to kind of match the gear. Maybe that's all it is. Well, it looks like I'm going to be in crippling action figure debt. Yeah. Yeah, the Praetorians, they're going to kill us all. They're going to kill our wallets and then they're going to kill our collections. Force field shields, yeah, Crimson Shadows guy. Awesome. That's what I thought. I just wasn't sure. So this emblem must be the Crimson Shadows. I would love to get one of those tins. I need to, there's so much I got to load up on, guys. It's almost embarrassing. Yep. Like in a couple months, suddenly I'm just going to have all this stuff that I'm going to have to review, and it's all going to be old. Someone needs to 3D print bigger shield effects. Oh, man. And they've got to do, can you 3D print translucency yet? Because, man, that would be, is there any material that people are using in 3D printers that are that is translucent? Here you go. That would be dope. To hear the shoulders look weird. I'm okay with the shoulders on a robot looking weird, but I do agree with you. There was another figure, I think it was Colonel Siege, that I noticed. Hang on, let me head back there. Ah. Oh, come on, Valiverse website. There we go. Yeah, I think it's because of Colonel Siege's overlay. Like, look at how low the shoulders look there. But I'm hoping it's just the overlay. Still, look at this. Look at how good that face sculpt is. Like all the details on this thing, all the sculpted details. This is Vala's stuff is hitting its stride, I think. I mean, I liked a lot of the first waves for sure. But with this wave, I think it's like, oh, hey, okay, I guess I'm going to turn it up now. Or, when you're in charge of your own line, you're bound to just keep improving. And this is masterful. This is incredible. Did you hear? Kind of like bats from Joe's Cobra, but I feel you. Different and weird shoulders. Yeah, but these things look like they just straight up take down the bats. Resin printer, yes. Okay, cool, Harry. Thanks. So somebody could pull it off. I don't know why, but these figures remind me of old Toy Biz figures. Egad, man. There are some, let's see, the Atlas. I remember a cable with those colors. That might be part of it. Should come with cigar head too, Colonel Siege. I think he's got the one with the hand. Hold on. I think he does have a cigar head. Here we go, another shot. There you go. Look at that. Okay. This might be the first time I've zoomed in on this image. Okay, if anybody remembers the A Team, looking at that look, the expression, looking up and everything, I'm getting a Hannibal vibe. Anybody else, or is that just me? Or is it just, oh, cigar, clearly Hannibal? Awesome head sculpt. Yeah, I think they did a great job on these things. Whoo! Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know what to say at this point. Oh no, you gotta blur the cigar. It's supposed to be family friendly. Well, PG, PG. I think PG cigarettes were in PG movies way back. We're okay. We love it when a plan comes together. Yep, got that vibe from initial showing. Drop. Nice. All he needs to be clean shaven and have a little more hair on the sides. And you've got, oh man, what was the guy's name? What was the actor? I should know the actor's name. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, yeah. I just that pose right away. I'm like, oh look, it's Hannibal. They have that rough, less finished look of early Toy Biz. Oh, okay, maybe that's it. Action Force still suffers from poor color choices. See, I got that, by the way, Jericho. Thanks for popping in. I do get that from Atlas, but the others, I'm not getting it so much. Like I think this looks all right. This looks fine. That coat is enough to give them a little pop. And I do like the green with kind of the brown pants going on. I think Siege is okay. Let's look at these. I think Senshi looks good. I like the look that's going on with Sidewinder here. Maybe if his red shirt or if that shirt were a little brighter red, fine. But I don't think that's bad. See, I think that they're getting there. The only one, like I was saying earlier in the stream, if you were here, that throws me color wise is Atlas. Everything else I think is all right. Ah, come on, Veliverse. Oop, I went a little low. And I do like, check this out. So here's the Recon Core guy. Which I like. But again, here the shoulders look a little low. I'm wondering if Vala's going to work on that a little bit and just try and raise the shoulders a touch in the next batch. And it's only really noticeable probably because of how clean this break is. Like maybe if this were shaved back some, this could be raised. But he knows a lot more about engineering this stuff than I do. But I wanted to show him just because it was pointed out the last time I was looking at these things that this thing's already out, like already up for pre-order, his gear pack. And that's going to load that dude out in a big way. And look at all the blast effects. That's crazy. Like that recon soldier, the recon core guy, he's going to look awesome. He's going to be a great complement to the infantry commando or whatever the guy's name is. I can't remember. I should look at the one that's wearing the green like vests and all that stuff and the pouches, but has the gray. I'm sure he's on here. I should just go look him up. Actually, yes, I will. I will do that since I'm here because I know exactly who I'm talking about. It's driving me nuts that I can't come up with a name. Where are you, you fiend? There he is, the Urban Commando. That guy. This guy and the Recon Corps, they're going to have to be like the backbone of my Toypixx army. George Papard, thank you, Skew Raider. Yes, I can't believe I couldn't think of that, but I'm very stoked that you came up with that because that's one of those things that was just going to drive me insane. Bro, it looks like a Mortal Kombat character. Which one? Was it Senshi? Let me know, Jahir. See, definitely inspired by Hannibal. Let's see. Get over here. I need to know my no, what is it? It's get over here. See, it could be a shoulder rotator joint like Mafex figures. It could be. It could be that it's gonna just move up a little bit. I don't think Duster wasn't. I'm trying to remember if Duster really, because he's the only male figure I have from the line. Geez. Let's see. Gear Pack might help cover that shoulder area too. Another incentive to pick it up. Yep. Action Force colors are way too muted, boring, and have not, let's see, a lot of shelf appeal. I do Bone Collector, probably their best designed figure. I think Bone Collector is going to be their 100th figure too, like some kind of convention exclusive. I think I saw Bobby talking about on one of his videos. So that would be fun, like a new Bone Collector. But I do see what you're talking about. But obviously, he's gearing this more towards realistic military. But when he comes in and does something like the Praetorian, like if we go up, and here, by the way, Eclipse, one of the reasons I think I like Eclipse so much before I get to the Praetorian, even though this is taking a minute, this is the gear pack. Open, open, open. Anyway, what I'll end up saying is one of the reasons I like Eclipse so much is because of that bright blue that she's got going on. So I do agree at some point that it would be nice to have brighter colors, but the Praetorian gets it done. Awesome articulation, welcomed always with gear pack in place. Best of looks and posing. Faux show. Did you hear? Let's see. Johnny Cage, nut punch. Oh dear. Brick, thanks for stopping in, man. How you doing? We're talking about all the stuff that showed up this past week. We still haven't touched on Classified, mostly because I talked about Action Force and Classified last week, but still, it was Shinji. Okay, that's what I thought. I'm like, he's got to be the only one. Let's see. What's up? What's up? All right. So yeah, hold on. Let me get back here. But yes, I do agree to some extent about the colors. Like I was saying, the reason that I enjoy Eclipse so much is that bright blue. I think that's why she was one of those figures I knew that I had to pick up. And I got this gear pack too. Like I've got an angry Eclipse on my shelf and she looks awesome. I need to make adjustments. And Mr. Manson got me he was cool enough to send me the Warpath Eclipse, and she's awesome. Like there's something about the character of Eclipse beyond the fact that she's got this bright color. I don't know. I just think she's awesome. Kill Switch has, it would be nice if her red were a little deeper red or like a more saturated red. I mean, let's see. Dang it. The words hide things. What's up? I had to do it. I had to do it. I had to go back there so I could get that in. But yeah, hang on. I was on my way to the Praetorian before Eclipse railroaded me there. Oh, speaking of, there's Eclipse again. I'm telling you, she does stand out from the rest of the figures because of that blue. So I do agree to some extent for sure. But I also know that Bobby's trying to gear this line towards more military type people, towards more military, like people that want their realism a lot more than their fantasy, I think, except for this. And I think that red is going to be so think it's just going to pop like mad. And I can't believe I do design work, and the fact that I keep saying pop is driving me crazy, because when a client says, I don't know, I just want it to pop, I'm like, more specific, please. Anyway, there's that. But yeah, I think the Praetorian's going to get it done. And now I just want to look again at that Terminator / Predator head. It's so cool. Like this guy. Yeah, there you go. Like that's going to be a pretty deep red, I think. And I think that's going to go a long way towards this being a favorite. Yeah. It doesn't even, yeah. This is easily the one that I am the most excited about. Like, look at that. You look at that head sculpt, and it's totally just a robot Predator. Just the fact that it's a robot makes me think Terminator, like a T-800 or whatever, T-1000. But that head is robot Predator for sure. But I talk about this guy all the time because I think he's just so gosh darn rad. I love all the praises that Night Crusader Batman is getting. I love that Night Crusader Batman. It's pretty sweet. I put up a poll on YouTube and my Twitter page, or X, I'm sorry, I must be proper. And the Hush Batman, like it was the Batfleck, like which Mafex is your favorite Batman? So I had Batfleck, Battinson, Hush, and Nightfall, or Night Crusader, I guess. And a large majority of people are picking Hush. But second is Nightfall, Night Crusader. I keep saying Night Crusader. Didn't they call the Azrael Nightfall Batman, which is probably why they called this one Night Crusader? But yeah, it's a great figure. Thanks, Jahir. Thanks for that. Saying hola to the people. It's good times. All right. Now that we've gotten all that said, let's get out of here. Great, googly moogly. Now my face is way too close. And I'm going to go back to BBTS so we can head to the G.I. Joe classified stuff, since we haven't talked about that yet tonight. But by the way, if anybody needs Vipers, $70. That's a decent deal, I suppose, considering they were trying to sell them for 90. Okay. But what I really want is new and popular. Okay, we talked last time, or I talked last time when there was a live stream and we were discussing all this. I think it might have been Thursday. I was talking about how much I love the look of this guy. And one of the reasons that I like Cobra Commander so much are all the extra hands he comes with. So could I give this guy some Cobra Commander hands? I don't know. Like I'd have to get 2 or 3 Cobra Commanders to properly outfit my Iron Grenadiers with hands. And that seems a little ridiculous, because then I'd just have extra Cobra Commanders lying around. We could just call them all Fred, I suppose. Yeah, this is the one that when I saw it, I thought, okay, that one needs extra hands, and it doesn't have it. And I wept a little. There was no actual weeping. There's so much shouting. He kind of looks like Star-Lord. You know what? He does kind of have that Star-Lord look. That figure skirt should be soft goods. I do think there's something to that, but it would lose the shine of what they're going for as far as the leather look. So I get it from their perspective. And I don't know, like you're going to probably be able to get those legs out to the side some. And it doesn't look like it's going to throw off front movement all that much. Back movement, yeah, you're going to be hosed, but we're generally hosed on these anyway. So you're not going to get crazy articulation like you can with the Night Crusader Batman. I keep looking over here because I've got him and my Hush Batmans to my left. These are fire too. Fire IGs. Yeah. Yeah, I think these, maybe it's just the whole black and red thing. Maybe that's just me. I'm like, you know what? Black and red is an awesome color combination. LBZ, I like the Iron Grenadiers, but that coat flap may get in the way of articulation. And we just talked about that a little. I think that it's not going to be too bad. And if you're wearing something like that, you're probably not going to be moving like mad anyway. There's all kinds of stuff. Like when we talked about the DC Multiverse Dark Side that's coming out, I don't think he's going to need to be crazy articulated, which is good because he doesn't have a lot of articulation because he's Dark Side. And Darkseid just he stands there and he's awesome and he'll beat you. And with these guys, as much articulation as they have, I'm not sure they need all that much. I don't know. I mean, I could be totally wrong. It might be that when we try and move his legs forward, it's just not going to work out. But I don't know. I should look back. I'll go back through and we'll look more at his at Shooting the Galaxy's photos and see if we can determine what's going on there. I'm still getting 5. Good man. They need to come out with a gold head Destro. Hand packs need to come on now, especially for these Grenadiers. We got to hook Dave up. That is the thing, man. If Lenny and company would just throw in some hand packs, like that was just, oh, they could be Pulse exclusive. I'd be down. I'd just be like, okay, I will now order a ton of hands. Jericho, going to need at least 10 of those retro card Cobra infantry. Yeah, those are sweet too. And it would be the same thing. Like, I need a ton of black guys if I'm going to load up, you know? Ha! When that version of Star-Lord came out in the comics, I totally thought Iron Grenadier. Nice. now I'm seeing it and I'm going, oh dear. Like I was actually picturing the movie version and thought, well, I can see it with the coat for sure. When I saw that figure, the first thing that popped up in my head was, is that a Yahtzee kind of thing? I don't think I'm allowed to say that word. Not for the PG thing, but for the YouTube. I don't know. But yes, like when I first saw it, like I like to study World War II a lot. And that might be part of the draw as I'm going, oh, this guy looks like pure evil. See, these Grenadiers with Monster Force. Oh, man, Monster Force is another line. Oh, so much good stuff, guys. You know, besides Star-Lord. Skew Raider. Cue the soundtrack for Star-Lord dance battles. Oh, no. Mixtapes. Dance battle, bro. I don't know why I said it that way. That's not at all how Star-Lord sounded. Dance off, bro. Let's see. Yeah, the first one, I was going back through. I don't know if you guys remember this scene. So not the first Guardians, but the second one when Rocket and Groot and Yondu get out of jail. Like that scene cracks me up the whole time. Like that's probably about my favorite scene in the entirety of the MCU. A Star-Lord superpower. That's what Legends needs to do. They need to make a Star-Lord that like does Michael Jackson style moves. Like squeeze his arms or something and his legs kick up and then he goes, oh, that was terrible. Ronan's reaction in the behind the scenes. I have not seen the behind the scenes. Skew Raider, who, me or Star-Lord? Yeah, these are very Crimson Moon. Those look good too. Oh, so much good stuff. So that was, hold on, let's go back. I want to find Shooting the Galaxy shots here. All right, you're not going to prove that That's going to be great for leg, like hip range. Yeah, it doesn't. Well, I don't know. That front leg, well, the front leg looks like it's sticking up, but there's also a bend at the torso that could give it a little more of that look, huh? I don't know, guys. It doesn't look like it hinders too much, at least on that side. But like I said, man, there is that bend at the torso that maybe like the diaphragm almost. Yeah, you're not going to be able to prove any of it, I don't think, until we've got them in hand. Oh my goodness, go back. And then Alpine, we weren't sure if he had his goggles. He's totally got his goggles. Alpine would be a trick if you were just trying to give people a hand pack because of the way his hands are done. You'd almost need a specialized Alpine pack. Like a lot of them, you can just come out with a whole slew of black hands and be good to go as far as like the Iron Grenadiers, the Cobra Troopers, Cobra Commander, just black gloved hands. He's got his skin along with the black, like he's got the fingerless gloves. Yeah, I like Alpine because he's part of the 85 crew. And 85 was the best year for G.I. Joe ever because Flint. Yeah, I think Alpine's good too. I'm a fan of what's been going on with Classified and Valiverse. Rocket. I'm gonna need his leg for no particular reason whatsoever. What was it? Was it the guy's eye or something? Or was it the leg? It was the leg, wasn't it? Oh, I was kidding. See, I'm just asking if you're calling me funny or if you're calling the dance battle scene funny. Do you hear? I would take either one, man. Yeah, they all look so good. There you go. Take either one and both. Yeah, Alpine looks great. He needs a hand pack, but it would have to be a specialized Alpine hand pack. I totally agree. Agree? I agree, Stu Raider. I was trying to say your name before I could finish my sentence. See, Alpine with Bazooka. Yeah. And Flint Retro. Let's go. I want a Flint Retro that they care about as much as they cared about the Duke Retro. And then I want like a more today kind of Flint or slightly futuristic Flint, only because I completely trust the design team that's working on Classified right now. Like, right now is the time to start going nuts. I know that a lot of people don't necessarily like that, though. Retro card back coming for all these guys? Maybe. I mean, Stalker, I think, was easy to call. Everybody kind of knew, just take off some of that gear, like get rid of the bandana around his neck or whatever that was called, and he'd be a classic just with a new paint job. I mean, a lot of them, quite possibly. Flint not confirmed yet, but very likely. Scott Star, good lord, Stalker Retro shown was fire. Yeah, he was another one, man. If they had extra hands with him, he was the one that I was most disappointed didn't have extra hands because I thought he looked that good, and he's going to be going up with Cobra Commander, I think. And now Storm Shadow. I love all the poses that Shooting the Galaxy got him in too. This is sweet. I'm wondering what he did exactly to pull that off because I'm not sure. Like me, what I would end up doing with something like this is I would use a wire or like a copper wire. I'd slide it somewhere wherever I could find an opening, which sounds horrible. I never said that. But anyway, it would be hooked to him somehow. I'd end up taking two pictures, Photoshop out the wire, and I could get something like this. But I don't think he does that kind of stuff. So I'm curious as to how he pulled this off. And maybe he does, and I'm just unaware. Or maybe they dug a little bit in there so his feet could hold and then threw some putty in there. I'm not sure, but I love this photo. This one cracks me up because I never would have thought to do that with a figure. Just, stretching. Every time I do a pose, it feels like it's a hardcore action pose. I need to get more into doing poses like this, where you're just sitting, stretching, watching TV, whatever. But of course, you guys can see right away why I get to consider this Storm Shadow. And that is totally those hands. Although, check this out. Looks like his shoulders are pretty low too. And I haven't noticed much of that on Classified. The only disappointing figure as far as shoulders for me has been Quick Kick. And that's because Quick Kick's shoulders are so small in comparison to the rest of his arms and body. But yeah, Storm Shadow is pretty awesome. Yeah, that Cobra Commander 2, love it. Storm Shadow is a fave. When they showed Gamora, that was when young me knew that I definitely like girls. Gamora. Why is Gamora? That pick with Alpine dopeness. Yeah, totally agree. Okay, I almost the other night or yesterday when I did one of these live streams, I was on the StreamYard page and hit the back button instead of the tab I was trying to use. And that was just bad juju. Don't do that. I disappeared, oddly enough. And these bats, when Lenny said that they're painting the gold, I'm like, oh no. Like these things versus Praetorians, I have to say, I think the Praetorians would win. But these look like pretty high quality murder bots as well. I love this picture. And I was trying to figure out, I think that's cotton on the bottom there because of kind of the weird spacing that's going on in these areas. Because I've tried to shoot with cotton and I'll get some of that from time to time. But I love this shot because you know that if the bat were programmed, however, Storm Shadow's just done right now. The bat just squeezes and game over. Or the bat just releases and drops him. But here's the thing. He's a ninja. Never drop a ninja so they go out of sight because you never know if they'll be coming back. These are words to live by, clearly from experience. Me and all my fights with ninjas. I love this picture because it just shows a totally broken up bat. Just using the joints that he's got. And that head sculpt. I don't have the, what is it? The winter bat, basically. I can't remember the Arctic bat there. That's his head sculpt from what you guys were telling me in one of the streams. And it looks so much different in gold. Like this thing, I was even asking people, is that overkill? No, Dave, that's not overkill. And a lot of people, and I totally miss this because I generally like the look of the toys over the look of the cartoon. But a lot of people were saying, how many of those are you getting just so you can make your regular bats into cartoon bats? And I didn't even think about it. But there you go. You just pop this head on the gold bats and you throw this head on your regular bats, and then you've got cartoon bats. And I know that the bats don't have extra head or hands, but it's one of those things that in my head, it's a bat, it's a robot. It can keep its fists or hands that way and take you out. So in my head, it works anyway. SS didn't really need that skirt, but it'll probably be gone in the retro if they do one. Yeah, I didn't think I like a slightly more updated look, but yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look again. Retro Alpine likely too, with a backpack included. Ooh, I didn't think of that. And Stalker didn't. I was going to say, well, what about Stalker? But I don't think he came with a backpack. I laughed at the scene in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 movie where Gamora told Quill that he's talking more about her sister. Then Quill tried to flirt with Gamora's sister. I forgot about that. But yes, that wasn't weird at all. Poor Nebula. That was kind of an awkward situation. Reminder, new G.I. Joe Classified 6-inch Retro Cobra Commander, Cobra Trooper, and Stalker pre-orders go up tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, Mr. Elliman. I will be pre-ordering that Cobra Commander because that's going to be one that's going to sell out instantly. I'll definitely double dip on some retros. And there's something about Cobra, and I've talked about this before, I'm sure. Well, I know I have, where their looks are always just a little more timeless than the looks of the 80s Joes. Like the looks of the 80s Joes are very much 80s military. But Cobra, all their stuff is always so far out there. You can almost set it at any time period in history, including several years in the future. So I'm good with the retro Cobra Commander. But I would also love it if they updated him in a different look than the first Cobra Commander that they did. There was something about that one. Like I had the regular release and I had the light blue one. And I just didn't like the mold so much. But I think that's pretty much most of the stuff from last week that went up. This has been a great week. Like it's crazy all the cool stuff that's gone up. Imagine if we get a new G.I. Joe movie starring Chris Pratt. Isn't Hemsworth in talks to do that? Like Hemsworth, now here's the thing though. Hemsworth is voicing Optimus Prime in Transformers 1. And all they've said is he's in final talks to do the Transformers G.I. Joe movie. So could it be that he's just in final talks to do the voice of Optimus Prime? I don't know. Like everybody's sitting here saying, what character could he be? What Joe could he be? Maybe he's not going to be any Joe at all. Maybe he's just going to be a voice. Because he's in everything now. But he's in everything now as a voice actor. Chris Pratt, I'm talking about. See, might as well milk it. If I'm Chris Pratt, I'm like, you know what? You're striking while the iron's hot. We're going to get everything we can right now. All right, guys. Anything else anybody can think of that we missed? You know what? Hold on. Let me go back. I want to talk one more thing that I know that we should have talked about. Let's see. Where are they? Where are they? Oh, no. Okay. Let's see. Don't phone. Okay, remember that Cobra Commander, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Oh, sorry. And Stalker and the Cobra Trooper. That's, I figured I should get that in there. Okay. I wanted to come back and talk about the Crimson Moon guys. Because I think they were last week as well. They're so cool. And you're right, man. The Iron Grenadier goes perfectly with these guys. You can make it just a regular soldier. You can make it this werewolf freaky dude. And I guess somebody was saying they were part of a different line, something that Palatoy did. Like these are just basically upscaled versions of the Palatoy figures. I want to go like here. You look at this guy. Yeah, Iron Grenadiers go with him pretty well. I didn't look at his face sculpt. That face looks really good too. That is so 70s too. No, and he gets to be a werewolf as well. You know, I've already gone through all these pictures and it's like I'm looking at him again for the first time. Oh, such good stuff. All right, guys. I think we pretty much covered everything that went up in the past week that's going to look really good for photographies and for photographies. Clearly, I need to stop in a few months or whenever all this releases. So, thanks as always for stopping by. Great chat. Nice to see so many people that I haven't seen in a bit just hanging out. It was awesome. So, thanks to everybody for stopping in. Got one more here. Action Force. Let's see. If you mix and match heads, you recreate vintage Palatoy. Okay, okay. I couldn't remember if it was part of Action Force or not. I wasn't sure. Is that it? Might. Nah, they had to have done more than Action Force. I was going to say Palatoy surely did just that, right? But maybe not. Thank you, Skew. I appreciate it, man. All right. So that's it, gang. Thanks again for stopping by. Always a pleasure. I just appreciate it. It's fun to sit here and chat with all of you. So until next time, have fun. Happy snapping. See ya.